This kind of criminal activity and brutal activity cannot be in any way countenanced by any element of government or security forces, and will be mobilizing all resources and all possible legislative activity to hunt them down, find them, apprehend them. They will be removed from the society as is required as fast as possible. Every effort will be made. It's the kind of activity that we cannot in any way even have a second thought about what we do. The state of emergency is not a general opinion. We examine the situation and have the security forces brief themselves on the intelligence available and then advise us. The security forces are examining all the data and intelligence, and we'll get that advice, I suspect, by the end of the day. Once we get the advice from the security forces, we will take action. The government is not hesitating on any activity in terms of legal resource or physical resource that the security force will require to apprehend and find these criminals. These are terrorists, and they'll be hit as hard as possible by the security forces.
Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. Call it news with a buzz. The voice note that you heard at the start of this, that is from your Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang. Pretty much what he is saying is that no resources will be spared. They are going to put in all the manpower, all the effort into the case in which the two scholars and a next man was taken out in a Montego Bay. More so the two kids, because based on the information it is said that the man that lost his life, he was a part of a gang. He was one of those persons that took away two people last month. I am speaking about an incident that occurred in which a cab was laced up. Gunmen with all sorts of tall rifle pull up on the cabbie, take out the two people, or they try to run conflicting stories, blaze them up. A man and his girlfriend coincidentally was in front of a school. The latest incident with these two youths, scholars again, 9-year-old, both of them. So what the security minister is saying that, listen, these criminals think that they can just have a free-for-all, do whatever they want to do, all sorts of despicable crime, take a picnic in the commission of looking for their targets. Most of these criminals, like he claimed, they are migrating criminals from different areas, set up shop in a Montego Bay. Well, as far as I know, the epicenter of crime in Jamaica is Montego Bay, so it was not as if Montego Bay was a tranquil area, but that is what your security minister had to say. So pretty much he must say, them not spare no sorts of resources. The best investigators, they are going to get to the bottom of this, and they are going to flush out these criminals, whether it is by amendments. Isn't it kind of strange that the same government that is talking about amendments to the laws is the same government, same security team that had the opportunity to send away the one done Klansman, one other gang. However, after 5 years imprisonment, when the case eventually went to court and they got a 25% conviction rate, these people were not given the life sentence like them deserve. But people like you and I know, Jamaica, common sense is not very common, and rational crime strategy is not really obvious in Jamaica. So pretty much this security minister is saying that, alright, people are asking for state of emergency. We are thinking about it, we are assessing the situation and see if this would be the best thing at this time. But just based on the past, you and I, conscious people, can come to the conclusion that the state of emergency, it is like putting a band-aid over a gaping wound. It is like a cat and mouse game. Soon as the security team is there, the JCF, the JDF, once them leave, it is all HELL breaking loose once again. So what this security minister needs to do, he needs to clamp down, dismantle these criminals, these gangs, make sure that they put pressure on the people that they know are involved. That means lock them up, make the amendments like you say you are going to amend, and make sure that these people stay behind bars until a proper full investigation has been concluded. Then you can make a decision whether they come out or not. And then again, when we think about the type of judges that we have in Jamaica and the type of condition that Jamaica is in, the climates, it is kind of weird that these judges always seem to let out these repeat offender. But people, like me tell you, it is the body club in full effect. These lawyers, defense lawyers, seems to have some sorts of hold on these people. Them have them by the balls. The disturbing thing that I find with our government and the relevant authority, security minister, justice minister, commissioner, whenever anything happens like this, especially the first incident in which the man and his girlfriend get caught up, it was in front of a school in a broad daylight. In this incident, 2 school youth, 9-year-old. So therefore, we are always going to get condemnation from the PNP, from the security minister, from the commissioner, from the DPP, everybody and their mother. However, when it comes to implementing and carrying through, follow through the rules and laws, it is as if everything is just a 9-day talk. Everything is for a political point. Everything is to seem as if they are really serious. But the truth and the facts, based on their resume, based on their action or inaction, we see that they just don't know, they are dazed and confused, or they just don't care. Point blank and period. Further on in the news. A couple of days ago, I spoke about this man that is presently on your screen. He is a farmer. He is 82-year-old. His name is Eustace Ricketts. Mr. Ricketts is from a district in a Clarendon. Hard-working farmer even at his tender age. It is said that this man work in a coal skill. That means a whole heap of heat, whole heap of cut down tree. Him not itch, him not play. Every day him get up and he goes to work. A couple of days ago, he came in after a hard day work, eat him food, went to his room on the side of the house separate from the main house. It is said that at about 3 a.m., wee hours of the morning, people are here, help, thief, MURDER. By the time them two and them clothes are rush out, go in them room, them realize he was suffering from all sorts of joke wound. As a matter of fact, it was even worse. Them take off him head. People, that is as bad as it gets. Now when I heard this story, I said to myself, you know, say, being a man of the street, have all heap of meds. Me say, you know, say, as some sort of family member, you know, say, as somebody where him know, based on what they call over KILL. That mean them take it to the furthest extent. What this means, whenever you see this, it is either a crime of passion or the people, perpetrators that did this, did not want people to know who they are. So therefore, they were not going to take any sorts of chances for this man live and then them end up a prison or them end up get the justice that they deserve. Call it Tarzan, Jane, and the little monkey named Cheetah. So I said to myself, if I was a betting man, which I am not, I would spend or bet everything on it. Say I bet say a somebody where him know. Somebody that is very close to him. People so said, so done. Based on the information that I am getting, a little birdie call me, text me on WhatsApp and say, they no know say, me hear say, the poor lock up the granddaughter and the granddaughter boyfriend. them there in a questioning and then them get charged for the takeaway of this man. Now people, when we analyze and assess what is going on in a Jamaica, this man at 82 years old, still working hard, still doing everything, surviving. I am sure that this man probably have afford save up, because a lot of these old people, especially with these criminals in these banks that are defrauding people, maybe them still a save them money under the mattress. Maybe through the farming or the coal skill business, he might accumulate a whole bunch of money for a couple of decades, people. Me now watch the man pocket, me just a say. And then it seems as if the granddaughter, she start praying. She start premeditate, she start plot, she start scheme. And people, if I was a betting man, I can also say this grandfather probably said to that granddaughter, hold on, every day does the on social media, you know I'm going to look at work, you know I'm going to school. Him probably take care of her. His hard work was probably financing the way that she eat, putting a roof over her head, putting clothes on her body. However, people, with this new generation of vipers, demon, evilous people, no care how good you are to them, no care how you treat them good, they don't want to work. However, they want the finest things in life, people. Me don't know if that's the circumstance as it applies to this. I am just speaking in general. So maybe the grandfather, as a hard-working man, might have said something to her. You're not going to look no work. You're not going to school. You're not going to learn a trade. So these people, they are ultra sensitive. Maybe she got in her feelings and maybe she feel like somebody at this her, because what I've realized with this new generation, whenever you give them constructive criticism, it seems as if you diss them and you know how them say. If you diss, you are got DEAD. Most importantly, they are red high, they are covetous, they are envious, they are cold, they are selfish, they are unconscionable. So people, hopefully, the popo, the investigators have the proper evidence, convict these people and put them away for a very, very long time, because that is what they deserve. Or even better, if the community had sense and took away the boyfriend and the girlfriend or the stepdaughter, but then again people are going to say, Mr. Ricketts lost his life, then we are going to take away his daughter. But people, the truth and the fact is that most of these little scoundrels, they deserve the highest or worst thing that can happen to them, meaning the Tarzan and the Jane justice. Why waste taxpayers' money on these waste people? Point blank and period. Further on in the news and continuing on the theme of this new generation, a generation of viper it is called, and it is getting even worse with every new generation that comes up. People, I hope God takes away his world very soon, because if this generation so bad, can you imagine a worse generation? What I have noticed is that there is no longer any sort of old-time tradition. It seems as if there is no more family value where people used to spend time. Especially Christmas, holidays meant something. Nowadays, it is all about social media. It is all about the on your phone. It is all about for the gram. It is all about all sorts of things that are not relevant, not very constructive to family structure. It is all about mix up, passa, BS. So therefore, there is no sort of morality that is being instill in these picnic because they pretty much don't give a fuck. Just watch what is going on with all of the crimes that you see being perpetuated in the Jamaica landscape. Them not care about granny no more. Them not care about picnic no more. Back in the days, even if you are the coolest gangsters, certain things were just below the belt. Certain lines you could not cross. Now people, this generation, them hungry, them cross, them miserable, them across every line. The bar is set in the abyss of hell. It can't get any lower than these low lives have set it. Now, the other day I got a text on WhatsApp, and the caption of that, it said that if you live overseas and you pick up any man from Jamaica were born after 1980, so people call it a man that is 40 years or younger. More than likely you are going to be very disappointed. More than likely, that person is going to stab you in the back. That person, as soon as him get that green card or she gets that green card, she is going to poof or he is going to poof and gone with the wind. Now, people, the truth and the fact is that I don't even think it applies to just people, a file for people. Give them an opportunity, whether it is love and it is the right thing to do. Make sure that the family is at the place in which they stand the greater chance of success, which is overseas. Definitely not Jamaica. You have to skill to survive in a Jamaica. As a matter of fact, put it simple, you have to have money to live in a Jamaica comfortable. Point blank and period. The point that I am trying to make, I don't think that it just applies to you picking up somebody or getting in any sorts of relationship with people and a file for them to carry them overseas. I think it exists in a just liberty in a Jamaica. We are from Jamaica, so let's speak about Jamaica. The chances are, as a man, and I can only speak as a man, if you can find a young lady, a woman, to get in any sort of relationship that is mature, sometimes it seems as if these young girls, you don't know what them are meds, if them are meds at all. Them now pre nothing like me say other than social media, mix up and passa vanity. And I am sure that women, if you ask them, they would probably say the same thing. It is even worse for man, I think. Well, me no know. I am no sorts of relationship expert. Because pretty much a man will pick up a lady that is below him. There is nothing wrong. The average for a man picking up a woman that is below him, financially or status-wise, class-wise, is more likely to happen than a woman pick up a man that is below him, below her, financially or status-wise. Usually it is going to be on par, or the man definitely have to have more money. So I guess with men it is harder. People like me say, me just a talk, me just a give my opinion. I could be wrong. Because when you take a stock, people, or most people in general, whether a man or woman, it seems as if everybody are look for an opportunity. Nobody is thinking 50-50 anymore. Nobody just likes somebody for being somebody. A lot of these women in Jamaica, and I can attest to this, it is all about title. It is all about status. If you notice, a lot of these people that you see, even the people that we call personalities, whether them are MP, them are politician or whatever, women like them. Women gravitate to them because them have title, them have status. It is not about looks, because sometimes they are not the most handsome people. If it was about looks, You have people look way better and people me not analyze or assess no man face or body structure. Me just say speaking realistically of what I see every day. So it's more about opportunity. It is more about what that person can do for me, not what I can carry to the table. Nobody no want nobody where just come to the table with them too long and people like me say. Based on what we see being in a social media or in a real life, a lot of times people feel sorry for people and like the old time saying say, sorry for Maga dog, him turn around and him, you know what me I talk about. So therefore, you can't even blame people. It is these same people, based on a lot of stories that we see, woman filed for man at Jamaica, him come up, turn around, take them away. Same thing at Jamaica, she pick up a man that is lower than her status financially. Him get obsessed. If it now work out, him get now him feelings because him feels say, alright, if she kicks me out or she ends the relationship, give me the pink slip. Then how me gonna live the lifestyle? If me can't live the lifestyle, she not supposed to live the lifestyle either. Even though she's been living it before she met you, even though you brought her down from a higher status to a little lower than high status. So people, me just share my opinion, pretty much freestyling. So anyways people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like this, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.